Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video we'll talk about one of the most consequential and probably costly hacks in the history of crypto. The hack happened in 2016 and it impacted an organization called the DAO. In that hack, the hacker got access to over 3.6 million Ether tokens, with an enormous value of over $8 billion in 2021 prices. That is a big number and it was life-threatening for the still nascent cryptocurrency back then. Mentioning the matter in a recent paper, Nick Carter and Linda Zheng write, "Blockchains are not immune to politics, as they are, after all, governed by the humans that establish their rules." Most infamously, in 2016, Ethereum leadership coordinated the selective removal of balances from the blockchain after a particularly large DeFi application called the DAO was hacked and exploited. DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. It is an organization represented by rules encoded as a computer program that is transparent, controlled by the organization members and not influenced by a central government. The DAO was a digital decentralized autonomous organization launched in 2016 after a crowdfunding campaign, as a form of investor-directed venture capital fund. It was the first digital decentralized autonomous organization, and due to high initial interest from the crypto community, it was able to raise almost $250 million in Ethereum tokens. Ethereum leadership deemed it necessary to intervene on the Ethereum blockchain due to the large fraction of outstanding Ether locked in the faulty DAO contract. Some Ethereum community members rebelled against the arbitrary changes and supported the original Ethereum chain. The intervention caused a hard fork in the blockchain, as two versions of Ethereum came to exist in tandem, with the original, but less widely adopted, version ultimately being called Ethereum Classic. This is an example of a contract failure ultimately affecting the underlying protocol itself, and demonstrating that certain critically large applications can take on a systemic nature within protocol politics. At the time of the exploit, the DAO contract accounted for 15% of Ether outstanding at the time. In other words, it was too big to fail. While Ethereum leadership have not intervened to remediate subsequent hacks and failures, one might imagine that if a popular contract with a similar threshold of Ether was breached, it might call them into action at the blockchain level once again. In the case of the DAO, Ethereum's future switch to proof of stake was cited as justification for rolling back the exploit, which would have granted a presumably hostile actor a large share of the outstanding Ether, and hence a significant role in the future of the network under a proof of stake regime. Other less critical bugs or exploits have not met the seriousness threshold to merit a rollback, even when those affected lobbied Ethereum leadership. While the post-DAO hard fork of Ethereum is generally seen as a prudent move, it constituted, on strict terms, a violation of property rights and brought into question the settlement assurances of the blockchain. On Ethereum, there is no legal adjudication. Knowledge of a private key is tantamount to ownership. Thus, under the protocol rules, the entity that exploited the DAO was the rightful owner of the Ether in question, and those rules were overridden to bail out depositors in the DAO contract. Such interventions could be helpful for obtaining recourse when catastrophic failures or bugs occur, but they also introduce subjectivity and arbitrariness into the settlement process. That's it for this video. Please give a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you.